remember as I was growing up, and I told the students the story, it's really true. I grew up in Ohio, and my dad was, I played saxophone, and let's just say he did not appreciate my saxophone playing. But I practiced my saxophone in the garage, which was not attached to the house, away from the house in the wintertime. And so the dog and I would spend some time out there, and the dog eventually went deaf, and that's a true story, but no correlation. But a wonderful companion, and through all of that, I learned the value of discipline, the value of being able to make music, and I knew that I wanted to spend my life doing that. I played tenor saxophone and jazz ensemble in the 8th grade. That was a big deal for me. I didn't realize at the time that there were only 2 tenor saxophones in the jazz ensemble, and they only had 1, so my odds of getting them were really good. So I got in, and I remember one night, the lead tenor saxophone player, which was not me, didn't show up. We were playing Pink Panther. And so again, my odds when playing Pink Panther were greatly improved. And I remember, I remember that from the very moment. And from that moment, I was hooked forever. I wanted to play that, and I played that forever and ever and ever and ever until the dog went deaf. But I continued to play it. And so I know the value, and I say that because as a parent of 4 children and now 6 grandchildren, I know the sacrifice and the support that's required to make people happen. I know that my grandfather used to go to my elementary band concerts, and he was the only one smiling. And it took me a long time to realize I was in high school, and somebody said, yes, but he wore a hearing aid and he turned it off during that. That's really true. No, so at any rate, there are lots of folks involved in my life in music, and to be able to share through a series of lifetime experiences now through great people and learning from the very best, like these folks over here. It's a true joy, and to have the opportunity to travel around the country, to work with these students. You know, at a time in our lives right now where cooperation and getting along together and communicating seems very critical, it is essential that students have an opportunity to be in this kind of an ensemble where they not only learn to communicate and cooperate, but they also learn to feel. And it's that feeling component in education that for me is so very special. And to be able to, I'm not as concerned about the notes that are missed or whatever, but I am concerned about the feeling and the feelingfulness that's here in this music. And I was telling them that the rippling watercolors for me have special meanings. I've got a 3-year-old granddaughter who does, coloring and that kind of thing. And for me, there's a special kind you hang on your refrigerator if you're a grandpa, and that works fine. But I understand the imagination and the creativity and the support that goes into all of that. And I know from her heart, that's where she is. And from where these musicians are, they're playing from their heart. And to be able to share that, is something that is greatly needed in our country right now, and greatly needed in our schools. So for all the band director colleagues out there, it's odd when you've been gone from a place for 22 years, which is what I have. There's not as many people around as there used to be that I knew. I'm not sure why that is. Everybody's getting older but me, I guess. But to those of you who are still out there, who are here at Morgan State University, thank you. And for those of you who have committed your lives to making music with these young folks, thank you very much. I mean, we wouldn't be nothing without the parents, and we would be nothing without the band directors. So if you have not thanked the band directors today, please make sure you do that, because they're very special people. They're very giving people. I've found them to be very sharing folks and really good people. And as I was telling these students a little bit today, I get to hire people on campus from time to time. And what I look for, and normally we're just nice. I look for nice folks. Everybody's talented. I want nice. And that's really important. And so I think these students are demonstrating the very best of what we have to offer now strongly. And I know you will encourage them to continue. I encourage them to continue to play as they go on throughout their life. Because music is something that's up for a lifetime. And that feeling, that emotional communication, that connection that they make will be very special for their entire life. We are going to play one additional selection for you. Be Thou My Vision is a setting by Larry Clark. It is a theme and variation. You will hear the main hymn theme that many of you know, and he treats it in several different ways. It goes through a series of variations and those kind of things. We've had a chance to talk a little bit about how the music is put together and those kind of things, and that will be something that the band directors brought to them and will continue, and we all continue to work together in this wonderful profession. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support of music education and for your children. Thank you for your support of Morgan State University. Sue, Thomas, thank you very much. This is Be Thou My Vision. Thank you.